Mic test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Requesting the players to please proceed to your respective benches for the introductory callouts. Good afternoon, basketball fans. The action continues here inside at the University of Perpetual Help Gym 2 here in Las Piñas City for the National Student Athletes Championship 2026 College Basketball Campus Tour Round of 16. It is our third game of our Saturday quadruple header featuring the San Beda Red Lions going up against the LPU Pirates. Let us now meet the players. First, for the San Beda Red Lions, number 0, Penny Estacio. Number 1, Richie Kalimag. Number 2, Mals Culdora. Number 3, Jimmy Reyes. Number 7, Bis Lina. Number 8, JC Bonzalida. Number 9, Dale Medroso. Number 10, Zane Halbuena. Number 11, MJ Valoses. Number 12, Nigel Gonzalez. Number 13, RC Kalimag. Number 15, Zed Etulie. Number 16, Dan Marcelo. Number 19, Kai Efron. Number 25, Kendall Valentin. Number 33, Bato Batong Bakal. And number 36, Hawk Hawkins. And now let's meet the players for the LPU Pirates. Number 5, Gordon Omar. Number 7, Mac Guadagna. Number 10, Lion Malingayan. Number 11, Kaduis Kaduyak. Number 14, JD Panalo. Number 15, Jin Aviles. Number 16, Pacquiao Villaver. Number 17, Monsi Peñafiel. Number 20, Renz Villegas. Number 24, Tantan Daileg. Number 26, Rubes Rubico. Number 31, Machete Machenzo. Number 23, Francis Doliente. Number 34, Lance Origue. Number 46, Roger Ondoa. Number 67, Descolian. And number 91, Paddy Almario. May we request the players to meet at center court for the traditional handshake.
The 2026 NSAC College Basketball Campus Tour rolls on here at the Lyceum of the, or here in the University of Perpetual Health System Dalta campus. Here at the gymnasium in Las Piñas. Our earlier game, it was the Ateneo Blue Eagles moving on in a round of 16, defeating the Mapua Cardinals 91-83. Now you're joining us for our third game this Saturday. It's going to be the San Beda Red Lions, the NCAA champions, taking on the Lyceum of the Philippines University Pirates. And later on, we'll have the home team, the Perpetual Altas, taking on the Letran Knights. Again, good afternoon from Las Piñas. Migs Flores bringing you the game between Perpetual and San Beda. This is sure to be a good one between the team that topped Group D in San Beda and the team that is looking for its first win still here at the NSAC Campus Tour Tournament in the Lyceum Pirates. We'll see how that fares. We've seen these two teams go at it in the NCAA. They had a couple of really good encounters in the NCAA, but here at the College Basketball Campus Tour, Lyceum still winless at 0-3. Meanwhile, San Beda topped Group D with a 3-0 record. We'll see which one of them will move on here. The great thing about this tournament is just takes one win to turn your fortunes. As you can see, earlier today, FEU moved on to the quarterfinals after defeating the San Sebastian College Stags. Then Ateneo earning that win over Mapua to earn their spot in the quarterfinals. We're on the other side of the bracket. So the winner here will face the winner between Letran and Perpetual in the quarterfinals. Speaking of the Lyceum Pirates and the San Beda Red Lions, you can see the Red Lions, their stats, they're not too standout. They've been adjusting to whoever they face here at the NSAC Basketball Campus Tour. They're 3-0. They have wins against Mapua and Adamson, two teams that really love to grind out possessions, a lot of defensive struggles in both of their games. And they also had that highlight win at the San Beda Gym against the LaSalle Green Archers to open their campaign. You're taking a look at Marcelo. Daniel Marcelo is the Phil Canadian guard. He's going to be in his first season with the Red Lions. He's been gangbusters for the Red Lions and Coach Yuri Escueta. They've had a very balanced lineup, but Marcelo has gotten his shots up. 10 points per game, 34.4% from the field. None of the Red Lions really averaging over or around 20 minutes, but Marcelo At around 16 minutes per game, still able to put up numbers. Speaks a lot to his talent. Here you see the coaching staff of Lyceum and Jamaica Harin. A lot of new things going on for the team from Intramuros. And Jamaica Harin is taking over a Lyceum team that's in a bit of a rebuilding phase. As you can see so far, they're one of the higher scoring teams in the tournament, averaging around 77 points per game. But they're, again, winless in Group A. They were winless in Group A, losing to Ateneo, Benilde, and UP. We'll see if they can bounce back here. One win, again, will change their fortunes. Again, we're talking about a lot of new things. A new coach in Jamaica Harin, new coaching staff. They also have a lot of new players to the Lyceum Pirates. Going to be a lot of new faces without John Barba, Joshua Moralejo, and Michael Versosa. But they've been able to adjust. And the man on your screens, Matthew Rubico, technically new to the Lyceum Pirates, but he's not new if you're a Lyceum fan. You must remember him from his time in high school with the Lyceum Junior Pirates way back 3 years ago. But now he's back with Lyceum after 2 years with LaSalle, and he's been awesome for the Pirates so far. One of 3 Pirates averaging double figures here in the NSAC tournament, 11 points per game. And look at those field goal percentages. At 66% from the field, 66% as well from three-point territory. Way back in high school, made a big splash with the Junior Pirates. Averaged 20 points per game in his final season. And now a bit of a homecoming for Matthew Rubico. A lot to be excited about if you're a Lyceum fan. And still have a lot of their guards in Daileg. A lot of reason to be excited, not just your new coaching staff, new players. Over on the Beda side, the defending champions, we'll see how they try and face a Lyceum team that earned an upset win against them in the NCAA tournament. The coach Yuri Escueta also having to incorporate a lot of new players. They've lost Brian Sahonia, Yukian Andrada, John T. Miller, and Jomel Puno. Moving on to opportunities outside of San Beda. And now we have our starting lineups between Lyceum and San Beda.
Number 13, RC Kalimag. At small forward, number 2, Miles Kuldora. At power forward, number 15, Sid Itulie. And at center, number 36, Hawk Hawkins. Coaching the Red Lions is Yuri Escueta. And now let's meet the starters for the LPU Pirates. At point guard, number 16.
Here are the starters for the San Beda Lions: Reyes, RC Kalimag, Hawkins, Kuldora, and Etulie. Gonna start the game for Coach Yuri Escueta and the San Beda Red Lions, who are again undefeated so far, but this is a knockout game in the round of 16. So the Lyceum Pirates going with Villaver, Doliente, Panelo, Colian, and Kaduyak as their starting lineup. On the other side, this Lyceum team still without a win here in the NSAC tournament. But a win here against San Beda propels them into the quarterfinals. 0-3 doesn't matter if you're able to earn a win today against the defending champions of the NCAA. Should be an exciting one, especially when it's 2 teams who come from the same league. It's a different point of pride as the Red Lions win the tip. Ball is with Reyes. Jimuel Reyes has only played 1 game so far for San Beda. Had 16 points in their win over Adamson, was their best player. Here's the drive and a foul called. Going to the line is Etulie. That's Zed Etulie. Makes the first free throw. Red Lions again having to adjust, finding new players. Now without four of their top players from last season in Sajonia, Andrade, Miller, and Puno. There's a lane violation called, so Etulye will get a substitute free throw here. So Etulye officially 2 for 2 on that trip. San Beda with an early lead. Lyceum facing a bit of pressure. Here's Villaver. Kaduya back to Villaver. A bit of a crossover to the corner. Three-pointer is long for the Pirates, and a foul call. Looks like it'll be on a Lion. So turnover. Oh, it's on a Pirate. So the Red Lions will regain possession here. Matt Rubico immediately in for Coach Jamay Karin. As Reyes handling here. Reyes gets the ball back. He'll get a screen up top. The switch pass to the corner. Etulye will drain the jumper. That's a three-pointer, giving San Beda a quick 5-0 lead. On the other end, great defense by San Beda, preventing that transition play from Lyceum from transpiring. Pass to the other side. Here's Rubico. Misses his first try of the game. And the ball tapped out by a Red Lion. Looks like it was Kalimag who got the last touch there. There's that great pass from Jimuel Reyes, finding an open Etulye all the way on the other side of the court. Pirates still looking for their first basket here. 0 for 2 so far. Looks like Coach Jamay Karin already up in arms. Of course, Coach Jamay, a former coach of San Beda, led them to a title way back in NCAA season 92. As Guadagna misses on his first try, rebound tapped around, it winds up with the Red Lions. Here comes Reyes. Reyes to Etulye. That's Richie Kalimag, gives it up to Reyes. He gets a screen. Jimuel lost the ball. Guadagna has it. Rubico sprinting up the court. Back to Guadagna, and the pass is picked off. Lyceum offense a little discombobulated here to start the game. And the pass inside, a sorry miss from Lawrence Hawkins. And that's going to be a foul on Etulye. Trying to prevent the drive from Aviles. Can Lyceum buy a bucket here? You see their bench. They're only going to take a seat once Lyceum scores a basket here. Our referees here trying to get everyone organized. And it should be free throws. All right, so it'll be a couple of shots here for Renz Villegas. Villegas, one of 8 Pirates returning from last season's lineup. Of course, Mac Guadagna wasn't able to play for them last season due to a PCL injury that has been bugging him for a couple of years now. Glad to see he is healthy now, as Villegas makes the first free throw. Villegas, one of 3 Pirates, averaging in double figures in this tournament. As the Pirates finally get their scoring going, and Villegas goes 2 for 2. 2 minutes have elapsed here in our third game, San Beda versus Lyceum. As Kalimag will draw a foul. Excuse me, that's Reyes drawing a foul on Villegas. Villegas caught poking in a little too eagerly there. As Reyes has it on the right side of the court. Gets a couple of screens. Etulie looking for a friend. Great pass inside to Hawkins. Inside, Kalimag, turnaround shot won't work. And a rebound collected by Aurigue. Lyceum trying to find their first field goal of the game. Villegas open for three. A little short. Rebound winds up with Aviles and a foul called on a Red Lion. And you can hear Jamai Karin already trying to energize his wards here. We'll have a baseline inbound. Already two fouls on the Red Lions. Rubico fires inside to Aurigue. Great pass. But a bit miscommunication there between Lance Aurigue and Mac Guadagna. It's going to be a turnover. Both teams here looking a little hesitant on the offensive side of the ball. As Reyes has it. The Red Lions still have a 3-point lead, 5-2. Pass inside, and that's going to be a call made on the play inside. Looks like a foul will be called on Villegas. Fresh 14 here for the Red Lions. Reyes against Villegas. Pass inside. Kalimag, turnaround shot. It doesn't work still. And a foul called. Looks like it'll be on. It's going to be on Lawrence Earl Hawkins, one of the newcomers to this San Beda team. Again, still the Pirates without a field goal, only trailing by 3 in the early goings of this game. Guadagna gets free. Too strong on the 3. Hawkins comes down with a rebound. Now it's Reyes probing the floor. Reyes pass outside. Etulia thought about the 3. A little side step. Too strong off the glass. And the rebound tapped out. It's another possession for the Red Lions. The 3-pointer is in and out. Sorry miss for the Red Lions. Can Lyceum take advantage here? Guadagna, what a pass to find Aviles. A little no-look there from Mac Guadagna. And Lyceum gets their first field goal of the game. Low-scoring affair so far as both teams still trying to find their rhythm. A turnover. Villegas probing the floor. Gets it to Rubico, and that's going to be a goaltend. And Lyceum has the lead now, 6-5. Matthew Rubico, first points of the game for him. Checking in is JC Bonzalida for the San Beda Red Lions. Playing in his upcoming 3rd year with San Beda. Here's Reyes to Bonzalida. Bonzalida gets it back to Hawkins. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Reyes maneuvers inside. A couple of fakes. The floater too short, but RC Kalimag cleans up the miss. Now Lyceum trying to push the pace. It's with the Aviles. Trying to set up this half-court offense. Aviles back out to Aurigue. Here's Rubico. Stopped. 3 on the shot clock. Villegas has to heave. And it's way short. Etulie trying to find the lane. Swings it. Open 3 for Reyes. Short. And the rebound tapped around. Etulie can't take advantage. And Lyceum comes down with it. Rubico. Stop and go. Rubico blocked inside. Great defense from Kalimag. Guadagna for 3. That one misses, and a foul called inside. Great rebound by Aurigue, and JC Bonzalida gives up the foul. Halfway through the first quarter, San Beda has a slim 1-point lead, and both sides now making some changes. Dan Marcelo checking in for San Beda. We talked about him earlier. Going to be playing in his first season in the NCAA in the upcoming season 102. As that free throw misses from Aurigue. Second free throw, short, but a lane violation called. It looks like Aurigue will get a redo. Already the second lane violation today. First one was from San Beda on the other side of the court as Aurigue goes 0 for 2. Lead stays at 1 for San Beda. Reyes pressured, double teamed. Bonzalida, long floater, doesn't go. He gets his own rebound though. Great hustle. Reyes, he'll get it back. Reyes, crowded. Bonzalida looking to hand off. 3-point attempt, wide right for Efron. That three-pointer misses for Marcelo, but Bonzalida already his second offensive rebound of this possession. He'll get it inside. Here's Lina. Great pass and great defense. Better defense from the Pirates. It's Ondoa coming away with the block there. Lyceum, this half-court offense hasn't been pretty for them so far early in this game. Aurigue drills the three-pointer. Right in the face of Bismarck Lina that time. First three-pointer of the game for the Pirates. As Reyes hounded by Dalingayan or Palingayan. Three-pointer. Wide left for Dan Marcelo. Lyceum on the other end, trying to cherry pick. That's going to be a foul inside and one opportunity for Jerome Almario. So the Pirates now pushing the pace a little. Again, this is where they live, trying to get early baskets in the shot clock. Almario converting there, powering through Jimuel Reyes. He'll have a chance for more. Lyceum now ahead by 4. Matienzo checking in for Lyceum. As that's a miss, but a rebound by Daileg. He's been the leading scorer for Lyceum and leading rebounder has Daileg coming off the bench. As Matienzo misses inside. Bonzalida finds Marcelo, who slows it down. Marcelo will get a screen here from Lina. Marcelo probing. Marcelo drives left, gets free. Lefty layup is good. Dan Marcelo, some change of pace there to get free and cut the Lyceum lead down to 2. 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in the opening period. Almario will get the handoff here. Almario to the corner. 7 on the shot clock. Palingayan, his floater is off to the left. And a foul called. And looks like it's on a Pirate. And Lyceum now finds themselves in the penalty. So a couple of free throws on the way here for JC Bonzalida. JC Bonzalida, one of those Red Lions who's for sure going to get more opportunities in the upcoming NCAA. Already seeing more minutes here for Yuri Escueta. He makes his first free throw. And Bonzalida, a product of the Adamson high school program, won a championship for them in season 86. Hasn't seen the court too often in the NCAA with San Beda, but promises to be a big year for him. As he goes 2 for 2. Tie game at 11. Low scoring affair so far between Lyceum and San Beda as a foul called. And looks like that's going to be on Kai Efron. Slow going here between San Beda and Lyceum. Both teams just trying to find their offensive rhythm as Palingayan misses that free throw. Second free throw for Palingayan. Goes in. He's 1 for 2 and Lyceum again ahead. Penny Estacio and Dan Marcelo trying to propel these Red Lions ahead here, trying to spark their offense. Estacio gets it inside to Lina. Lina powers in. Great defense from the Pirates, forcing that miss from Lina. Ball will stay though with the Red Lions. 6 on the shot clock. Matt Rubico will check in here for the Pirates, replacing Palingayan. Check out the shorts on Matthew Rubico. Going old school. Really long shorts past his knees. As Estacio jacks up the three-pointer, it misses. Efron though comes down with the rebound. Second try here for San Beda. Efron hops in, jumper short. And rebound winds up with the Pirates. Oh, that's going to be a foul on Matienzo. Caught moving on the screen. That's going to be on Jasper Matienzo. Can San Beda take advantage here? Another Lyceum turnover. Estacio against Rubico. 2 former LaSalle guards now in the NCAA. Playing here in the NSAC. Here's Marcelo. Gets it inside to Lina. Lina hops in. Can't buy a bucket. Bismarck Lina has been facing solid defense from these Pirates. On the other side, Pirates slowing things down. Rubico gets it to Ondoa. Drives against Efron. Loses the ball. Tapped out by Efron. Possession will stay with these Pirates. And looks like we'll have a timeout. Pirates hold a slim 1-point lead. 1 minute left in the first quarter.
Shot clock at 7 seconds.
Back here with 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Lyceum holding a 1-point lead over San Beda. Foul called immediately. That's going to be on Lina. And with both teams already in the penalty, the E-Leg will take a couple of free throws. Jonathan the E-Leg averaging around 14 points for the Pirates in their 3 games in the group stage, makes that first free throw. One of the 8 players returning from Lyceum's lineup last year. As the E-Leg, looks like he'll get a redo. Lane violation on the Red Lions. That's the second or the third lane violation called on a Red Lion. As the E-Leg makes them pay. He's officially 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. 13-11 the score. Brand new lineup in for San Beda now. Richie Kalimag gets it to Gonzalez. To the corner, ball stolen away. Ondoa has it. Lyceum all over the place with their defense, really finding their rhythm there, disrupting San Beda. Ondoa putting the moves on. He'll spin. Shot over Kalimag, and Ondoa looking good on that turnaround shot. Roger Ondoa already with 4 points for the Pirates. 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock. San Beda down by 5. Looks like that's going to be a foul on Matienzo. A little too physical there, trying to stay close with Bismarck Lina, who was setting the screen. So again, both teams in the penalty. That's going to mean a couple of free throws for Bismarck Lina. Lina misses the first free throw. Second free throw for Bismarck is good. So Lyceum may have the final possession here. Looks like Coach Jamaica Rin wants to make a couple of substitutions. Villaver will check in. Macguadanya also checking in for the Pirates. Trying to squeeze the most out of this last 11 seconds of the first quarter. The drive and a foul drawn. A great move from Villaver. Let's go, Jay Villaver. Getting his shoulders past Kalimag. Drawing a foul, he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Pirates haven't been perfect or haven't been doing too hot from the free throw line. So far, 4 for 9 on charities. Make that 5 for 10. Still a 5-point lead for them. 5 seconds on the game clock. Gonzalez fires a pass to the other side. Kalimag, RC Kalimag will miss the 3-pointer. And it's the Lyceum Pirates who get off to a strong start here. A defensive struggle between two teams, but the Pirates will hold the 5-point lead when we enter the second quarter. Pirates have gotten off to a great start here against the NCAA champions and Beda. It was a defensive back and forth, but it's Lyceum making all the big plays so far, both on offense and defense, forcing turnovers and finding their opportunities on the other end of the court. It hasn't been pretty, but the Pirates have been able to make the most out of it here. Again, welcome. We're in Las Piñas City in the campus of the University of Perpetual Help, System Delta. As Lyceum will have first try here in the second quarter. Ball knocked loose and turnover forced by the Red Lions. Nigel Gonzalez didn't start this game. Spots up for three. No good. Rebound. Corralled by Etulie. Etulie gets it inside. Lina posting up against Aviles. He turns. He's doubled. Swing, swing. San Beda trying to find the open man, and they force a turnover late in the shot clock. Great defense from the Pirates. Flying all over the place. Looks like Jimwell Reyes now will check in for the Red Lions. Here's Rubico, guarded by Gonzalez. Aviles, big man looking for a guard here. It's with the Pirates. Three-pointer is good for Aurigue. That's going to be his second three-pointer of this one. Hand in his face. Lance Aurigue bears it though. On the other side, how does San Beda respond? Down by 8. Lina tried to get it to Etulie, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. Turnover, Red Lions. So San Beda definitely looking out of sorts here against Lyceum. Mac Guadagna will check in. On the other side, it's Hawkins, Lawrence Hawkins checking in for San Beda. Aurigue to Aviles. Daileg. Here's Rubico, thought about the three. Fake from Guadagna, floater. He'll leave it short. He'll draw a foul though, and Guadagna will have a couple of tries at the free throw line. Peñafiel checking in for Lyceum. As Guadagna gets ready to take a couple of free throws. As Guadagna makes the first free throw. Again, Mac Guadagna wasn't able to suit up for Lyceum last year or last season in the NCAA due to persistent knee injuries. Looking to stay healthy. Play his final NCAA season with Lyceum in the upcoming year as he knocks down both free throws there. 10-point lead now for the Pirates. Kalimag tries a three off to the left, and Guadagna comes down with a rebound. Here's Guadagna to Rubico. Aurigue. 12 on the shot clock for the Pirates. Aviles hands off to Guadagna. 5 on the shot clock. Mac drives right. Mac gets in and converts the layup. Mac Guadagna calmly using his power there to extend the Lyceum lead to 12. Gonzalez drives. Pass out to Reyes. Pass in. Great ball movement. Hawkins won't convert, but he'll draw a foul. He'll go to the line for a couple of free throws. Lawrence Earl Hawkins goes to the line for a couple of free throws. He missed the first. Again, San Beda undefeated in their 3 group games in Group D. There's going to be a lane violation. Hawkins will get a redo. Second free throw for Lawrence Hawkins. He misses it 0 for 2. Lyceum still enjoying a 12-point advantage. Aviles. Guadagna, great fake, steps in. Mac Guadagna finding his rhythm here. Back-to-back baskets for him. Extends the Pirates' lead to 14. Rita Daniela on your screens. We all know who she's supporting. Of course, in attendance for Mac Guadagna and the rest of the Lyceum Pirates, who are currently enjoying a 14-point lead. Really getting off to a good start here. What a way to earn your first win here in the NSAC Basketball Campus Tour. Bonzalida, Hawkins. Little floater, won't go. Ball tapped around, it winds up with Guadagna. And the Red Lions still. No field goals here in the second quarter. Rubico drives, great pass to Aurigue. Fast-paced, give and go, a little ball screen action, and Aurigue and Rubico showing you some chemistry there, and a turnover on San Beda. Nothing going right for the Red Lions. On the other side, everything going right. What a play for the Pirates. Matthew Rubico. Great pass, and Aurigue with a great finish. A little give and go, screen, and an easy deuce. A 16-point lead for the Red Shirts out of Intramuros. Aviles gets it to Rubico. Rubico whips it to Aurigue. Here's Guadagna with 6 to shoot. Mac gets the ball poked away. Great defense by San Beda, and that's going to have to be a heave from Peñafiel, and a shot clock violation on the Pirates. San Beda able to stall the Lyceum offense there, as Ondoa will check in. Roger Ondoa will replace Aurigue. Here's Dan Marcelo to Bonzalida. Marcelo will get it back, gets a screen against Rubico. Marcelo will turn. Marcelo, tough shot, he makes it. A little leaner from Dan Marcelo. The first field goal of the second quarter for San Beda, and it comes at the 6-minute mark, as Guadagna is way off on that 3-point attempt. And Coach Jamaic not too happy with that attempt from his veteran. Six minutes to go here in the first half. Still a 14-point Pirates lead. Shot from the corner is off. Rebound, Etulle skies and earns another possession here for San Beda, but they can't convert. Pass ahead. And the conversion from Peñafiel. Great pass from Guadagna, finding Simon Peñafiel. Still a 16-point lead and a whistle blown away from the ball. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Roger Ondoa. And San Beda, can they spark some of their offense here late in the second quarter? As Bonzalida will miss inside. You see the frustration from him. Could have been a gimme, but he'll go to the line for a couple of free throws. Coach Yuri Escueta and the Red Lions trying to dig deep here, find some answers from off the bench. As first free throw here from Bonzalida. He makes it. He's now 3 for 3 today. San Beda have been turning the ball over at an alarming rate here in the first half against the Pirates. As that one off from Bonzalida. 1 for 2 on the trip. Ondoa handling. Here's Rubico from the right side. He fakes, he turns. He's surrounded by Red Lions. Guadagna on the other side. Guadagna drives baseline. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Kalimag. Kalimag saying that Guadagna is using the off arm there to ward off. The ball will stay here with Lyceum. 3 team fouls on the Red Lions as Bismarck Lina checks in along with Nigel Gonzalez for the Red Lions. Rubico from the baseline. Gets it to Guadagna against Marcelo. Guadagna, pass inside, finding Aviles. A little screen and roll action, and Guadagna able to find his big man. And the foul called. That was Zane Halbuena flying in, getting fouled, and that was that pocket pass. Threading the needle was Mac Guadagna for that assist. He already has a couple of really good passes today. As Aviles will check out for Lyceum. Aurigue back in. Zane Halbuena to the free throw line. Halbuena makes the first. Halbuena misses the second, but Lina comes down with it. Lina muscling his way inside. Hook shot won't go. And the ball will wind up with Lyceum. Still, the Pirates have doubled up here on the Red Lions. 16-point lead for them with 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first half. As Rubico gets it to Aurigue. Can't make that three-pointer. As Lina winds up with it. Lina to Marcelo. Here's Nigel Gonzalez asking for a screen against Guadagna. Gonzalez sets up from behind the screen and buries the three-pointer. Will that spark the San Beda offense? Trimming the lead from Lyceum down to 13. There was that three-pointer from Nigel Gonzalez. Red Lions shooting a paltry 17% from the field, 5 for 29. Haven't been able to buy a bucket so far here against their NCAA rivals or NCAA opponents here in the NSAC round of 16. Again, you're joining us from the University of Perpetual Help campus in Las Piñas. Still, Lyceum with a 13-point lead. Matthew Rubico and the Pirates have been able to execute well here on the half court as Rubico wide open all day. Still without a three-pointer after shooting 67% from three through the group stage as Nigel Gonzalez hanging and converting. The end one opportunity upcoming for Nigel Gonzalez. After burying that three-pointer, Gonzalez now will have a chance for three the hard way. As Gonzalez misses the free throw, still is able to cut the Lyceum lead down to 11. It was once at 17. Here's Roger Ondoa. Gets it to Jonathan Dailig. Aviles to Guadagna. Guarded by Alina. A bit of a mismatch. 5 on the shot clock. Ondoa drives middle. Ondoa hanging. Can't convert. And the Red Lions come away with the rebound. Bonzalida up hobbling. May have stepped on a foot on the way down. Looks like he'll be subbed out here. It'll stay with Lyceum. Zane Halbuena checks in. And Bonzalida staying in. As Aviles tries the mid-range shot. And Bonzalida comes down with the rebound. Gonzalez swings it. Marcelo for three. Yes! Dan Marcelo swishing the three-pointer on the other end. Dailig catches the Beda defense snapping. 10-point lead still for Lyceum. Bonzalida has it. Fires the pass to Halbuena. On the other side of the corner, Gonzalez misses. As Rubico will be fouled. Coming down with the rebound. Looks like that's going to be a couple of free throws for him as well. With San Beda already in the penalty. Both teams already with 5 team fouls, so every consequent foul now will result in a couple of free throws. As Guadagna checks out, in goes Desmond Colian. San Beda also making some changes. Zed Etulie checking in for the Red Lions as Rubico sets up for a couple of free throws. Makes the first. Then Matthew Rubico returning to Lyceum. Played for them in high school. And after that stint, went to LaSalle for a couple of years. Played in the UAAP. A couple of finals appearances for Rubico, but really didn't get much playing time with the Green Archers as he missed that free throw. Here, a bit of a homecoming for him. Will it be a fruitful one for Matthew Rubico? Here's Marcelo. Guarded by Rubico. 10 on the shot clock. Marcelo against Colian. Step back. Marcelo. Bang! Dan Marcelo feeling it now. Step back three-pointer. And a foul on the other side. Almario will draw a foul on a Red Lion. Watch this. A bit of a mismatch. As Marcelo steps back on the Lyceum big man. And an 8-point lead still though for the Pirates. Looks like the foul was on Etulie. As Jerome Almario will take a couple of free throws. Zed Etulie will check out. In goes Zane Halbuena. Almario misses the first free throw. As he goes 0 for 2 there, lead stays at 8 for the Pirates. Marcelo feeling it. He'll get it back here. They go inside to Lina. Bismarck back to Marcelo. Spot up three-pointer. Bang! Dan Marcelo has hit his last 3 jumpers. A couple of three-pointers and a long 2. Cutting the Lyceum lead down to 5, and an offensive foul on a Pirate. It's going to go on Desmond Colian. Might have been a moving screen. Still a turnover. And the Red Lions, late in the first half, have found a bit of a groove. Colian will check out. Checking in for Lyceum. Here's Gonzalez. He drives. Open lane. No one there to contest him. As Nigel Gonzalez gets San Beda within 3 points. Ondoa will draw a foul though. Sprinting down the other end. Bad intentions. Here's Marcelo. Confidently spotting up man in his face. Matthew Rubico's hands in his face. Blows him a kiss too. And Nigel Gonzalez. You see that Gortat screen from Bismarck Lina, freeing him up for an easy layup. As Ondoa can convert the free throw. San Beda now shooting 10 for 35. 28% from the field after starting the game at around 12% from the field before the second quarter. As Ondoa, if it doesn't work, use the glass. Ondoa goes 1 for 2. The Red Lions have been able to continue to eat into this Lyceum lead. Here's Marcelo against Rubico. Marcelo, a foul will be called. Pirates don't like the call. Nonetheless, that's going to result in a couple of free throws for the Red Lions. As Marcelo, the hot hand, will get a couple of tries from the charity stripe. Marcelo, the Phil Canadian, first played here in the Philippines for CEU. Made a name for himself. Actually, had 30 points in a game against San Beda in a different tournament. That's when he was scouted and eventually recruited to play for the Red Lions. Goes 2 for 2 on that trip. And Lyceum, their lead is now down to 2. Rubico inside to Matienzo. Pass to the corner. Three-pointer way off. As Ondoa skying in for the rebound. But can't get the bucket to go. 1 minute and 5 seconds to go here in the first half. Marcelo, as that one won't go for San Beda. Batong Bakal misses and a foul called inside. And again, both teams in the penalty. That will result in a couple of free throws for Lyceum. Again, they were up by as much as 17 points earlier in this quarter. But it's been all San Beda late in the first half. As Jasper Matienzo will take a couple of free throws. Lead will stay at 3 for LPU. As Marcelo, almost a foul there. Lyceum or the LPU player will be warned for taking a foul. 9 seconds on the shot clock here for Marcelo. He drives, mid-range shot, rattles out. On the cleanup though is Miles Kuldora, sneaking in and putting it back, and a chance for more here for Miles Kuldora. A chance to tie the game at 37 if he makes this free throw. Red Lions making a furious rally late here in the first half, as Kuldora ties the game at 37. And that's going to be a turnover. Hot potato for Lyceum, for LPU with that ball. And we'll have a timeout here. 32 seconds to go in the first half. LPU once had a 17-point lead earlier in the second quarter, but it's been all San Beda in the last 5 minutes of the second quarter. The Red Lions behind Dan Marcelo, Nigel Gonzalez making plays. It's tied at 37. Now they have a chance to take the lead as Marcelo has the ball tapped away. It'll stay with San Beda. On the inbound, Batong Bakal gets it back. The drive from Kuldora and a block from Roger on Doa. On the other end, sorry miss on the layup from Jose Villaver. 15 on the game clock. Shot clock off for the Red Lions. Hawkins with the screen. Marcelo in and out on the three-pointer. Hawkins will go to the line for 2 free throws. Great hustle. The undersized big man, Lawrence Hawkins. He makes the first free throw. Now San Beda has their first lead since the first quarter. Since very early in the first quarter, they were up by 5. They were up 5-2. As Hawkins goes 1 for 2. And this heave will be short. And the Pirates, after starting strong in the second quarter, will relinquish the lead. It's still a low-scoring game. San Beda making their run late in the first half. They'll have a 1-point lead as we enter our halftime break. Welcome back here at the NSAC College Basketball Campus Tour. This is the round of 16, our third game this Saturday inside the University of Perpetual Health System Delta Gymnasium in Las Piñas. It's been a back and forth game between San Beda and Lyceum, or the LPU Pirates. It was the Pirates that had the momentum earlier. They had a 17-point lead at some point in the second quarter, but that guy, Dan Marcelo, caught fire and really sparked the offense for a wanting Red Lions attack. He's been the main guy for San Beda. Question is, how does LPU respond here? You take a look at our field goal percentage or statistics at the half. Both teams pretty much neck and neck. Again, San Beda started out shooting at around 12%, 15% from the field. Wound up shooting 27% to end the half. Again, mostly thanks to Dan Marcelo. LPU, on the other hand, shooting 12 for 31 from the field, 38%. They were, at some point in the second quarter, they were at around 56% from the field. So their offense taking a bit of a nosedive towards the end of the first half. Again, Marcelo leading the way, 15 points for him. Nigel Gonzalez with 7. Then Etulie, that's Zed Etulie with 5 points. On the other side, Aurige with a couple of 3-pointers to his name, 8 points for him. Mac Guadagna leading the way as well for LPU, already with 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. As we welcome you, we're just about ready to get things going here in the second half. Again, the winner here in the round of 16 will enter the quarterfinals and face the winner of our final game today between Letran and Perpetual. Should be an exciting one with the Altas playing in their home court. San Beda 3-0 in Group D. They're trying to keep their undefeated record. They can't afford to lose any more games if they want to win a championship here. On the other side, LPU 0 for 3 in Group A. And what a way for them if they could earn their first win here. As we welcome you to the third quarter, the start of the second half. Red Lions versus Pirates. Marcelo will swing it. Gonzalez, inside they go. Nigel will get it back up top. Gonzalez gets the screen. Marcelo open from the corner, off to the left with his shot. And Rubico comes down with the rebound. Rubico to Aviles. Aviles probing, gets it back to Matthew Rubico. Here's Guadagna on the drive. Guadagna passes back to Rubico, who steps on the sideline. Turnover for the Pirates. And Coach Jamaic Harin's squad trying to reconfigure, refine their groove. Here's Gonzalez. 3-pointer on the way. A miss from Richie Kalimag. Excuse me, that was Miles Culdora who missed. And a foul called on a Pirate inside. Ball will stay with the Red Lions, who now have 14 seconds on the shot clock. Marcelo will inbound. Straight to Gonzalez. Quick trigger on the 3-pointer. It doesn't go though, as Guadagna gets it to Rubico. Pocket pass, Redwell. And Rubico though regains possession and takes the shot. Too strong on the mid-ranger. Rubico just hasn't had his touch today. And on the other end, the counter 3-pointer from Zed Etulie. And Coach Jamaic Harin will call an early timeout in the third quarter. Zed Etulye extending the San Beda lead to 4. Coach Jamay Karin immediately calling a timeout here to start the third quarter, not liking how his team was executing on the other end. Can the Pirates, see Coach Jamay Karin, can the Pirates find their rhythm here? Again, taking over for Gilbert Malabanan. Jamay Karin, the new head coach for the Pirates. Here's Rubico, so far 1 for 5 from the field. Has almost lost there, did Villegas. Here's the spin. Aviles will convert off the glass. Jen Aviles now with 6 points. Pass to the top of the key, and another three-pointer goes down for Zed Etulye. Fast-paced action here as a great defense by the Red Lions, preventing Lyceum there from cherry-picking and getting a quick basket. Here's Gonzalez using the screen. They get it inside. Hawkins. Him and Kalimag there not getting, or him and Coldora not getting a good read off each other, as you see this little hook shot from Jen Aviles, keeping the Pirates within 5. As Rubico swings it. Villegas thought about the 3. Aurigue will pull the trigger. Too strong. Ball tapped out. Pirates will regain possession. Here's Guadagna. His 3 is off. And the ball tapped around. Both sides making their case. Will there be a review? Yes, there will. Pirates will challenge the call there. Call was San Beda ball. Again, this is our third game today in the NSAC round of 16. Earlier, FPU beating San Sebastian. As we take a look at that replay, this review. Was it off Aviles or Hawkins? In the game before this one, the Ateneo Blue Eagles winning over Mapua. Another look at it here. Aviles and Hawkins both had their hands on that possession. It looks like the Pirates will gain possession. Excuse me. Challenge unsuccessful. San Beda will regain possession, or will keep possession. Call confirmed. Here's Gonzalez. Nigel, ooh, a little fake. Fall away, doesn't go. It's with Rubico now. Rubico threading the needle. Gets it to Guadagna, the crossover. Guadagna to Aurigue. Trying to hand off. Here's Aviles. Back to Guadagna. Guadagna hops in. Guadagna loses the ball. Guadagna turns the ball over. Here come the Red Lions, trying to extend this 5-point lead at the 6:40 mark of the third quarter. As Kalimag, excuse me, that was Miles Coldora draining the three-pointer. Coldora with 5 points here in the third quarter. That one extends the lead to 8 for the Red Lions. 6 on the shot clock. Aurigue still unable to convert. Ooh, someone going down for the Red Lions. Looks like that was Marcelo. May be cramping. All smiles for him. Now being attended to by the San Beda staff. Coach Martin Antonio over there. Gonna take a look at Dan Marcelo, who will check out of the game. In goes Jimwell Reyes. It's been all Red Lions since late in the second quarter. Down 17 now, up by 8. As Gonzalez weaving. Gonzalez with a great pass inside to Hawkins. A little shovel pass to find Hawkins. And now it's Beda with a double-digit lead. Here's Ondoa to Almario. Palingayan to Aviles. 5 on the shot clock for the Pirates. Palingayan has to heave one up. It's way off. And we'll get a shot clock violation. A turnover officially for the Pirates. As more substitutions being made here. Etulia checking in for the Red Lions. Here's Jimwell Reyes. Guarded by Almario. Reyes fakes, fires. Short on the jumper. And it's Roger Ondoa who comes down with the rebound. Ondoa gets it to Dailig. His three-pointer is wide left. Pirates trying to save that one, but Villegas already had a foot on the baseline. Ball will go to the Red Lions. Again, what a turn of events here, as we'll have Omar Gordon checking in for the first time today for the Pirates. Will he be able to turn the tides here for LPU? It's Jimwell Reyes. Again, only his second game in this NSAC campus tour. As Etulia, who's going to get fouled by Gordon, colliding on the baseline there. Omar Gordon, that's going to be his first foul of the game. And checking in here is Richie Kalimag. Reyes against Palingayan. Fires a pass inside, but Gordon with a great read. Gordon the steal. Gordon taking it all, trying to take it all the way. He passes out. Palingayan. Back to Ondoa. Ondoa. Gordon. Jumper. No. And Reyes and Almario colliding there. It's going to be a fourth try here for the Pirates as the ball winds up out of bounds. A lot of contact down low, but no calls being made. The referees letting them play on. Pirates will have 9 seconds on the shot clock here, still down by 10 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Three-pointer, no good. Fifth try on the possession as the Pirates just can't get their offense going here. A lot of frustration showing for LPU. Coach Jamaic here, barking out the play. Palingayan will inbound. JC Bonzalida just checked in. Pass inside. Dailig will score. If I'm not mistaken, Jonathan Dailig with his first field goal of the game. Getting the Beda lead down to 8. Here's Reyes. Gonna get a screen from Bonzalida. Reyes gets it back against Gordon. 7 on the shot clock. And, a foul will be called on a Pirate. Looks like it's gonna be on Gordon again. Omar Gordon caught reaching in. Reyes guarded closely by Palingayan. Palingayan getting back up very quickly there. 7 on the shot clock. Here's Kalimag, three-pointer, in and out. It's Palingayan, outlet pass to Almario. Almario, gives the ball away. Thought he had teammates behind him, and he'll give up a foul here to Jimwell Reyes. A turnover and a foul from Jerome Almario. And now he'll come out here. Very obviously a foul there. Almario playing a little too physical. Reyes handling here. 3 minutes and change to go in the third quarter. 8-point lead for San Beda. Reyes, long two. He drains it. As Jimmy Reyes extends the San Beda lead back up to 10. Here's Ondoa. Back to Dailig. Dailig has been quiet today. Gordon pulls up. Too strong. Bonzalida collects the rebound. Bonzalida will hand off here. It's Reyes calling the plays. Reyes, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jimwell Reyes steps back. Short range jumper is too short, as he's going to give up a foul. Coach Yuri Escueta trying to get the boys to calm down. There's Ato Barba, one of the graduates, no longer playing with the LPU Pirates. Averaged 13 points for them in season 101, led them in scoring. That's going to be one of the key producers that Coach Jamaica Rin and these Pirates will have to try and fill in, try and replace. Here's Palingayan. Gets it back. Palingayan drives left, loses the ball, but a foul called on a Red Lion. Looks like it's on JC Bonzalida. Not too happy with the call. You can see Bonzalida, a ball of energy. Hasn't made too many baskets today, but Bonzalida has made a lot of impact plays on defense. Ball will stay with the Pirates. Gonzalez guarding Palingayan closely here. Our referees trying to establish proper distance between inbounder and defender. Palingayan will get it inside to Omar Gordon. Here's Ondoa, some fancy moves, but the defense there from San Beda, decisive. Gonzalez pass to the corner. Kalimag couldn't handle it. LPU making some substitutions here. Ondoa checking out. Now Matthew Rubico will check in, replace Dailig, Jonathan Dailig. Pirates now still having a lot of trouble here in the third quarter, has only scored 3 points so far. And that's going to be another turnover. Everything or nothing going right here for LPU in the third quarter. Coach Jamaica will call a timeout. 10-point lead being enjoyed by the Red Lions, turning that slow first quarter and early second quarter around. Down by 17, now up by 10. And have limited the Pirates here to just 3 points in the third quarter. It's that three-pointer off from Richie Kalimag. Looks like a foul will be called on a Red Lion. Very impassioned timeout earlier from Coach Jamay Karin. Trying to get his boys to play with a little more energy as Villaver bringing the ball down. Matienzo back to Villaver. Villaver drives, hanging, layup doesn't go, and the rebound corralled by Halbuena. Now here's Gonzalez who draws a foul on the drive. Pirates already in the penalty, so that'll mean a couple of free throws for Nigel Gonzalez. Gonzalez with 7 points so far. Make it 8. As Gonzalez goes 1 for 2. Bonzalida saving the ball inside and earns on Beda a second possession, but a travel called on Gonzalez. Great hustle from Bonzalida there, almost crashing into our cameras. Was able to save that ball, but still, turnover. LPU have a chance to try and make a comeback. Gordon has it up top. Here's the handoff. Back to Matienzo. Here's Matthew Rubico. 8 on the shot clock. Rubico, pull-up jumper. That's a beauty. A little crossover. And Matthew Rubico, can he find his offense? Only his second field goal of the day. Gonzalez against Villaver. 8 on the game clock. Here's Kalimag, wide on the shot. 3 seconds to go. Villaver, did he get it off in time? Looks like he didn't. Gordon on the floor for LPU. But that will do it for the third period. Only 5 points scored by the LPU Pirates. Meanwhile, the Red Lions imposing their will. 9-point lead for San Beda as we enter the fourth quarter. Round of 16 action here. The Red Lions taking control against the LPU Pirates, NCAA champions. Trying to move on to the quarterfinals. They'll face the winner of the game later on today between Perpetual and Letran. It's been a lot of Nigel Gonzalez here in the third quarter, making plays. Matthew Rubico really hasn't had his shot going. Still plenty of time for the LPU Pirates to re-establish their offense. As you can see, a healthy crowd here coming out for our third game on tap in the University of Perpetual Help campus, inside their campus, the gym. We started this campus tour in San Beda, made our way to Ateneo. And last week we played at UP. Now, from Diliman all the way to Las Piñas. What a tournament this has been. And both sides here trying to move on to the next stage. Fourth quarter, just about ready to get underway. Coach Jamay Karin. Our referees here will try and get him to break the huddle here. Of course, Coach Jamay, you see him on your screens. Back turned. As LPU will come out to the court. Coach Jamay, as I was saying, was the head coach for San Beda for a couple of seasons. Won a championship for them in NCAA season 92. Now will take over for LPU. Taking over for Gilbert Malabanan. A program in a bit of a rebuild. No more Atop Barba, Joshua Moralejo, Markel Versosa among many Pirates who won't be returning for season 102. Can these Pirates here find their rhythm? Here's Omar Gordon. Crossover. Gordon gets the rim and one. Omar Gordon putting the moves on. The crossover and the two-handed layup. Cutting the lead down to 7. You can hear Coach Jamay Karin imploring his players to cheer, to clap after that made basket. Again, just trying to inject some energy here. As Gordon doesn't convert on the end one. Rebound, fought for. Lina has it on the floor, and a foul will be called on Omar Gordon. A little too overeager, fighting for the ball there. Omar Gordon checked in late in the third quarter. It's been a bundle of energy. 3 fouls already for him, along with a couple of rebounds. Kalimag to Gonzalez. San Beda swings the ball around. Pass inside to Lina. Great defense. That was, I believe, Omar Gordon getting the block. Here he is, trying to hand off. Rubico. Pass inside, picked off. Great read by Gonzalez as the big man, Lina, showing you the speed, running down the other end and converting the layup. Well, someone down on the floor. Looks like Dan Marcelo having a little trouble trying to get off the floor. Already cramped up earlier. You see Bismarck Lina there streaking down the other side of the court. Marcelo, the leading scorer for San Beda, will have to come out again. 15 points for him, but didn't get much action in the third quarter. And now with 9 minutes to go in the fourth period, checking out again as more substitutions being made here by LPU. Daileg back in. Albuena thought about the 3. He'll get it back here. Albuena. Gonzalez fakes the pass. Top of the key 3. In and out. Rubico probing the floor. Rubico. Hesitation move. Jumper won't go for Matthew Rubico. It hasn't been his day so far. Here's Gonzalez. Will hand off to Reyes. Pass to the corner. Halbuena, 8 to shoot. And he's going to be tagged for the travel. Smack Guadana will check back in for LPU, replacing Matthew Rubico. LPU here hasn't been able to find any rhythm since that slump in the second quarter. Only scored 7 points here in the second half and a turnover. Ball taken away by Kalimag. Here's Lina. Handoff. Two-man action. Gonzalez. Back to RC Kalimag. Three-pointer. Rattles out. Rebound. Bunch of bodies on the floor. LPU comes down with it as Gordon will be called for a travel. Shuffled his feet there before putting the ball down. Immediate call on the travel as Palingayan will check in for LPU. As Gonzalez makes his move, misses the layup. Second try doesn't go. He gets his own rebound again. Gonzalez swings it to Kalimag. Here's Lina. He gets free. Kalima, the fake, and one. Pirates defense a little over-eager in that sequence. And Bismarck Lina taking full advantage. The big man maneuvering inside and has a chance for more here. Bismarck Lina will have much more on his plate with Yuki and Andrada moving on to the pros. Bismarck Lina, one of the few remaining big men for Coach Yuri Escueta. As Lina misses the free throw. The Red Lions with an 11-point lead, around 7 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Villegas. Aurigue, here's Aviles. A little... Pirates just can't find an open man here. Aviles will take it himself, but Lina with a easy rejection and a shot clock violation. Offense going nowhere for the Pirates. All the handoffs, all the passes being defended well by the Red Lions as Matthew Rubico will check back in. Red Lions need to, the Pirates need to spark their offense here. Still a relatively low scoring game between these two teams. As Alina gets it inside to Bonzalida, pass to the corner, a little off. Bonzalida will try from three. Short on the try as Guadagna will come down with it. Villegas will draw a foul. 11-point lead for San Beda. If LPU want to make a comeback, they need to make something happen quickly. Villegas will have a couple of free throws here. He makes the first. Renz Villegas, one of the guards that hasn't really found a rhythm for Coach Jamai Karin today. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter for the Pirates. He goes 2 for 2. LPU trailing by 9. Bonzalida. Here's Kalimag. Jimuel Reyes. Bonzalida. San Beda swinging the ball around. Zone defense by LPU will result in a steal. Villegas off the glass. Way off. Bonzalida comes down with another rebound, his 6th of the day. Here's Jimuel Reyes. Reyes to Bonzalida. Again, San Beda swinging the ball around against this 3-2 zone or 2-3 zone as Lina finds room inside. The big man now making his presence known. Back-to-back baskets from him. And the Red Lions up by 11. Aviles to Villegas. Villegas for three. No. And rebound winds up with Jimuel Reyes. Here's Halbuena. Will hand off. Kalimag to Bonzalida. 10 on the shot clock. 5 on the shot clock. Reyes will pull up. Too strong on the three-pointer. Here's the shot and the basket from RC Kalimag. And Coach Jamaica Rin is sane enough. Red Lions establish a 13-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Bismarck Lina, the big man for the Red Lions. 7 points and 6 rebounds for him. This was that shot that caused Coach Jamaica Rin to call a timeout. 13-point lead for San Beda, very much in control with around 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. A little shot fake, up and under move from Renz Villegas. Still some time here if you're LPU, but that offense has to come. Been limited to 11 points so far here in the second half. Have the Pirates. Halbuena open from the corner, leaves it short, gets his own rebound, and a great pass inside to JC Bonzalida. Red Lions just out hustling LPU here. As that pass from Villegas, there was a foul called on the floor. Aviles just couldn't control that rebound, and Zed Halbuena just all too happy to take advantage. Guadagna slithers in. Finds himself in the middle of 3 Red Lions in that defense. Villegas will cross over, drive right. Villegas will draw a foul. Renz Villegas, he's been the guy that LPU has been going to here as they try and break down this San Beda defense. Villegas misses the first free throw. The second free throw here for Villegas. 0 for 2. Time running out here for the Pirates. 3 minutes and 45 seconds, and the Red Lions with a firm grip on this game. A 13-point lead for the NCAA defending champions. As Alina gets it out to Reyes, misses the three-pointer. Guadagna quickly out to Villegas. Villegas, pass inside to Rubico, was tapped out. Ball will stay with the Pirates. Matthew Rubico, him as well, just hasn't been able to get his offense going. He'll have a great pass here, straight to Lance Aurigue. Pirates down by 11. The drive. Culdora will get it to, here's Reyes up top against Mac Guadagna. Reyes to the corner. Bonzalida looking for friends. 5 on the shot clock. Albuena to Culdora. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. Ball will go to LPU. It's a great defensive stand there. But again, LPU have to establish some quick hitting offense here as some substitutions here. Roger Ondoa will check in. As Rubico, in and out move. Rubico gets to the basket. He'll draw a foul. Bismarck Lino whistled there for a foul. 4 on him. Rubico, that's a pretty good move from him. Kind of what LPU needed. Stop the clock. Now you may need to make a couple of free throws here to eat into the San Beda lead. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go as Rubico makes the free throw. Two for 2 goes Rubico. Rubico now with 7 points. Here's Nigel Gonzalez on the inbound. Pressure defense being applied by the Pirates. Gonzalida will get it down. Ball poked away. It's in the air. Gonzalez shovels it to Hawkins. And San Beda will be content to squeeze as much time out of the clock here. The drive. Pass to Bonzalida, who buries the three-pointer. That could be the dagger here as Bonzalida puts the Red Lions up by 12. And Rubico, and one though. Matthew Rubico catching a bit of a second wind here late in the fourth quarter. Bonzalida left wide open, his first three-pointer of the day. Not really known for his shooting. Getting that three-pointer to go. Now it's Rubico at the free throw line. Rubico now with 10 points for the Pirates. Lead back down to 9. Lyceum or LPU really trying to apply some pressure here. Down to the last 2 minutes of regulation here. Gonzalez really trying to dribble out the clock. Gonzalez will make a move. Bonzalida in and out this time. And the ball will stay with the Red Lions. A loose ball foul called on the floor on a Pirate. The Red Lions here just trying to execute. Not make too many mistakes. as Jonathan Dailig will check back in for LPU. And RC Kalimag will be called for a 5-second violation. And a great defense here by LPU. But again, they need something quick here. Rubico sprinting. Rubico. Villegas will make a move. Villegas turns. Villegas left-handed scoop layup. He'll be called for, or he will draw a foul. Palingayan and Almario will check in here. Looks like Coach Jamay Karin going offense-defense. As Villegas makes that free throw. Beda lead down to 8. Again, LPU have not won a game here in the NSAC campus tour, but they've taken the best shots of San Beda and trying to make a late comeback here. They were up by 17, now down by 7. Minute and 40 to go. Halbuena will check in again for San Beda. Halbuena being pressured, double teamed, and Halbuena will travel. This Pirates pressure defense working to perfection here. They've forced a couple of turnovers late here in the last 2 minutes of the game. But can they execute on offense? We'll get a timeout here for the Pirates.
Sa ano? Okay. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
LPU ball here. Down by 7. If they can make a basket quickly here, can make it very interesting. Guadagna takes the 3. It's short. Bonzalida comes down with the rebound. Bonzalida to Gonzalez. Again, Red Lions will be content to try and squeeze as much time out of the clock here. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Pass to Hawkins and the finish. What a find from Nigel Gonzalez and a high-flying finish from Hawkins. On the other end, Villegas can't finish on the lefty layup. And Bonzalida with another terrific rebound. time running out here for LPU. And Nigel Gonzalez and the Red Lions is trying to execute their offense. Kalimag will take a three. That's short. Hawkins comes down with the rebound, taps it to Halbuena. A great hustle by the Red Lions, showing more energy. As Kalimag, his three-pointer short again. Hawkins again tapping the ball around and producing another possession as clock now winding down. 23 seconds on the game clock. 9-point San Beda lead. As they're nearing advancing to the quarterfinals. That will be a shot clock violation. LPU just running out of steam here. They were able to get the San Beda lead down to as much as 7 in the late stages, but just couldn't go any further. Here's Rubico. Shot clock off. Rubico. Ooh, banks it off the glass. Pirates down by 6. 9 seconds on the game clock. Red Lions just content to pass the ball around here, letting the clock tick away as the Red Lions will move on to the quarterfinals of the 2026 NSAC College Basketball Campus Tour. They were down by as much as 17 in the first half, but the Red Lions imposed their will in the second half. Final score 67-61. Red Lions still undefeated, their 4th win in this college basketball campus tour. Our best rebounder of the game, 11 rebounds for JC Bonzalida. That's been his forte. A lot of energy for this guy. Pulling down rebounds both on offense and defense, producing extra possessions. Definitely was a factor in this win. Speaking of factor, it was Dan Marcelo. We were talking about that 17-point LPU lead in the second quarter. It was Dan Marcelo that got him out of the ditch. 15 points for him, 5 of 9 from the field. Didn't play much in the second half due to cramping. But due to his offensive explosion, the Red Lions are able to come away with the win and advance to the quarterfinals. The LPU just couldn't find it late. And the Red Lions imposing their will, showing their class over their fellow NCAA rivals here in the NSAC. We'll see who will they face in the next round. The Red Lions all-around performance for them. Both ends of the court clamping down on the Pirates for a 6-point win in the round of 16. We're talking about who will they face in the next round. It'll be the winner of this game between Letran and Perpetual. That's coming up. The Altas playing in their home court. We'll see how that affects the way Coach Olsen Racelo's team plays today. On behalf of everyone behind the scenes here in the NSAC Basketball Campus Tour, for my director, Glenn Infante, and my producer, Mark Morados, this has been Migs Flores, and I want to thank you for joining us here in the NSAC tournament.